Hi, and thanks for joining us for a brief recorded demonstration of using the RSI Profit Center Net Pay Calculator. I'm joined by RSI strategist Mark Steed, and Mark is going to take us through 3 common examples of how to use the net pay. Mark, for my first example, I would like to pay an employee bonus outside of their regular payroll. Can you talk us through that?
Sure, absolutely. We'll go to the payroll function here, and we'll select the net pay calculator. It'll be under where you normally start your payroll, be at the far right there. All right. Who is the employee's name?
The employee's name is Bo Diddley.
Okay. Find Bo Diddley on the list here. And you already mentioned it's going to be a bonus, so our selection here will be bonus. Will this be a manual check, or do you need RSI to cut you a check?
I have a check to write. It's going to be check number 1234.
Perfect. Just to make a note here, if there's going to be an RSI check, there may be fees involved with this for us to overnight those. So we'll go ahead and put your check number in, 1234 here. Go to the next step in here. So we're going to add the bonus amount to Bo Diddley. How much do we need to add to his paycheck?
$500, please.
All right. So we'll add $500 as the bonus there. And I'll just mention he'd normally he's already received his normal paycheck, so this will be automatically checked not to pay him again for his salary for the week. Go ahead and save that. We'll be able to review what we just entered in. We can confirm it if we only needed one. If we're going to do additional ones, which we are for today's example, we'll go ahead and select Add Additional Net Pay. What's the other example you'd like to go through?
I have a bartender who I know is going to be terminated, and I would like to have his final paycheck ready for him.
All right. What's the person's name?
Sam Cook.
Perfect. And we know this will be a termination. Okay. On this one, it's asking if we're going to take normal deduction and earnings, and that would be if it's a normal payroll for this person. If we weren't going to take those, that's correct. Perfect. If we weren't going to take those, we'd just select no. So if this was outside of the normal weekly pay, we'd go ahead and turn that off. What is the check number you're using?
Check number 1235.
Perfect. All right, we got Mr. Cook here. How many hours we're looking for this person?
My point of sale report shows that he worked 35 hours with no overtime.
With no overtime? Okay. All right. Any tips that we need to declare for this individual?
Yes, $500 in declared tips.
Perfect. Any other income that we need to worry about or deduction or earnings?
That's everything.
That's everything? All righty. Go ahead and hit save right here. Okay. And then what is the third type of net pay that you're looking to do?
When I ran my last payroll, I didn't notice that one of my employees forgot to clock in for a shift. So he has some missed hours and would like to be paid before the next payroll.
Okay, perfect. Who is that individual?
Cab Calloway.
Cab Calloway. All right, so this one will be the missed hours, since we're accounting for those hours as hours that they worked. Okay. On this one, it's automatically going to be marked where we're not going to take the permanent deductions and earnings because that would have already been processed for that payroll. Are we going to be also using a manual check for this?
Yes.
All right, and what is that check number?
Check 1236.
Perfect. All right, we'll open up Sam Calloway here. How many hours were missed for this pay period?
He missed one shift, 6.5 hours.
Okay. All right, is there anything else we need to add to this, or is it just hours we're worried about for this?
It's just the missed hours.
Perfect. All right. So we'll go ahead and hit save here for that. So we have our 3 examples. We got our missed hours, which was Cab Calloway. Sam Cook was the termination. And then we have the bonus for Bo Diddley. Go ahead and confirm to save those changes, and you still have the opportunity to review and make modifications if you need to. Last steps that we have here would be to submit those checks over to RSI to go ahead and record. We're doing those manual checks. Just like every other payroll, you want to go ahead and review the pre-check register to make sure it's accurate. All right, so
and
we
this
have
is where I would get the total to write the checks for, correct?
That's exactly right. So you're going to have your total for the net pay, the far right here, your manual check number. Okay. We just approved that one. We got the bonus here for Bo Diddley. That'll be on its own register because it is a bonus check. Then we'll go ahead and process the other one, reviewing the information again, making sure we have the proper amount for the terminated bartender, as well as the missed hours there. So we have the tips. Sam Cook looks good. You have your net pay for each individual at the far right here. We'll just approve that, get that booked in the RSI system. Now, a couple notes that I wanted to make here. If you had an employee that needed a partial salary or something like that, there's things that the net pay calculator cannot do. Would be something that you would have to still do a support request for. So if you had a manager that worked a couple days, weren't going to pay for the full week, please do a support request for that. If you needed a replacement check of one that was lost, once you verified that has stop payment been done on that, just let us know that your manual replacement check number, we'll go ahead and record that for you. Or if you have somebody who had missed hours and are a tipped person who are making under minimum wage, we would have to adjust those hours for you to process that. So we need that in a support request as well. Do you have any other questions about types of net pays?
No, thanks so much for your time, Mark.
All right, perfect. Have a great day.